Hey everybody, and welcome to Stock Picks by Tim. Today I want to talk about Cleanspark, and I'm going to go into some recent news here, and then we're going to look over the chart and see what's been going on. Now first off, I recommend you go and follow Cleanspark's Facebook page because they do update it relatively frequently. Just about every other day you'll see an update from Cleanspark. So I definitely recommend, if you are a shareholder of Cleanspark, check out their Facebook. They do post from time to time. And what we're going to be looking into today is that they're actually going to be part of the Valkyrie's ETF. And this is a Bitcoin mining ETF. And this is going to be bringing some buying pressure into Cleanspark. And now let's check it out. Now, one key point is the fund's mandate is to invest 80% of its assets in miners that derive a minimum of 50% of their profit from Bitcoin mining. So Cleanspark would be in that range. And of course, they are mentioned here in the list of their top 5 holdings in the fund. Cleanspark is one of their top 5 holdings, along with Argo, Bitfarms, Hive, and Stronghold Digital Mining. They're not only going to be investing into Bitcoin miners, but also other things involved in the space, such as semiconductors. You've got Nvidia, Samsung Electronics, and Taiwan Semiconductor. Now, of course, as Bitcoin mining gets bigger and bigger, that will help companies that develop chips. And of course, I'll leave you guys a link below if you want to check this out for yourself. But I'm here at Valkyrie's website, and you can actually see the WGMI. This is the Bitcoin mining ETF ticker. And you'll see that it's 77% of renewable energy used. And going down here to investment case, we're going to check that out really quick. You'll see a lot of information here. I definitely recommend you check it out, and you'll see the description. Under description, you'll see each Bitcoin miner, and then you'll see the allocation in the fund, and you'll see that Cleanspark is 9%. So the highest is 10% going to Argo blockchain and Bitfarms, and then next up is Cleanspark. So this is definitely going to be bringing some buying pressure as this ETF gains traction and continues to get more and more buyers. And of course, this could be part of why Cleanspark ran up a little bit. We did have a decent day in crypto. Bitcoin did stay up where it was at. We'll look at Bitcoin in a second here, but I do think Bitcoin doing pretty well, and the fact that Cleanspark's added to this ETF, of which they're one of the 5 major holdings in the ETF, those are things that are going to be adding a lot of buyers to Cleanspark. And another thing to take note of here is we have their earnings coming up 9th of February, guys. Get ready for this. They are expected to get a 38-cent EPS, although they were expected to be profitable 2 quarters ago. A bit of dilution has actually caused them to not be profitable yet. If you have a negative earnings, you add a bunch more shares, it will look like less negative earnings. And the same thing goes if it's positive earnings. If you have more and more shares, it's going to be to a lesser extent. So one of our issues is there has been a bit of dilution. So we'll see how it goes this time. Management has said that they are selling their Bitcoin off the balance sheet to pay for expansion and things like that. So we might not see too much dilution, but we'll see how the earnings go. They are expected to be $41 million in revenue, which is an increase in revenue. So that is great to see. But if they can be very close to being in line with this, that'll be very exciting. I'll be more than happy with Cleanspark. And if we have a huge move, I might consider taking profits, meaning if we have like a 40-50% move, which I really don't expect. So in my opinion, I'm likely not going to be taking profits on this. I will be long-term holding this. And if it does run up a bit, I will likely just continue to hold. I think now is a great time to continue to add. We did hit our base of about 550, and we're right near a long-term support. Let's zoom out a bit, and I'll show you what I mean. We did hit this low $7 range, and this was in 2020. Okay, this was the end of 2020, and then we just went on a run. A lot of hype into Bitcoin when Bitcoin ran, and then it's just been downtrending since. We had a nice little pop again, and then downtrending again. I do think it's at a great time to buy, and anything under $12, anything under $11, $12, I will be continuing to add. So it depends on your strategy with Cleanspark, but I'm more than happy to add at this price, and I see a huge upside potential. And even though we've ran up a little bit, I mean, just a couple of days ago we were in the $5 range, but I'm still more than happy to add at this price. I'm very long-term minded with Cleanspark. This is my highest conviction Bitcoin miner. And next up, I do have a small investment in Any or 3D Sphere. And I did do a video on that one recently. I might leave you guys a link below or at the end screen if you want to check that one out. That's another Bitcoin miner to check out. And they are actually expected to merge with Griffin here very, very soon. So we're still waiting on that. We should hear something extremely soon on that. But that's basically just a quick update for you guys for Cleanspark. Keep an eye on it. I'm more than happy to add at this price. And remember to check out the links below if you want to look into the Valkyrie ETF. I've also got links for free Bitcoin and free stocks. And looking at Bitcoin really quickly, you'll see that it's been in a nice uptrend. I mean, not that long ago, guys, we were down in the 35, 36 range, and we're already at about 44, 45. It seems like it takes no time at all. You get this fear in the market. As long as you're a little bit patient, you know, patience will prevail. That's one thing, you know, you just see all this fear, everyone just giving up, everyone thinking there's going to be a crypto winter, and then something like this happens, and you just see things just totally flip. Now, we're holding pretty strong if you think about it. We had this weird little downtrend, and we had a pop, and now we're just kind of trading sideways again, right around that 43, 44 level. Keep an eye on Bitcoin, and you know what I'll be doing if it dips considerably into the 30s again. I will be adding up more heavily than I normally would. Okay, I do like to average into cryptos, specifically Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a few others, but you know, when it dips a certain amount, I like to add that much more in. Okay, I do typically average in just based on, you know, when I have the cash, or just based on time, say 2 times a month or something. But I do like to add a little bit heavier when there's fear in the market, and I like to add lighter when there's euphoria, if at all. You know, sometimes when there's a lot of euphoria, I'll just hold off and wait. And so far it's been working out for me, but I'm happy to add Bitcoin slowly but surely at this price. I'm not worried at it. We're not at a new high. You know, I mean, our high was 68,000. But that's basically, you know, what Bitcoin's been doing. I think that's part of why Cleanspark's been slowly trying to kind of come back to an uptrend. There are a lot more catalysts to Cleanspark than just what Bitcoin's doing. You know, we've got our earnings coming up, and I think there's been such a sell-off that as long as earnings is close, it will run a little bit. I do expect it to run a little bit if earnings is decent. Now, if earnings misses a lot, very possible we'll see the 5s again. But as for Cleanspark, I'm very comfortable adding at this price. I mean, I think it's a golden opportunity. Anything under 10 is a complete gift, and anything in the teens is definitely, in my opinion, worthy of adding in. But that's basically it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.